That sound up at 8,000 RPM is insane. How do you frown? How do you cry in this car?
You can't.
You know what kind of car that is?
Lamborghini.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Vincetagram, back at it again with another video. And you can find me in a Ferrari 458. And I'm gonna go ahead and get over. That sounds incredible. Oh man. Oh, that sounds incredible. And I already feel like I'm shifting entirely too early. So you guys have seen me on the channel drive GT3s, a Urus, a Huracan, multiple. Actually, I didn't film any of the Huracans I drove actually, but I've driven a lot of cool cars. I've never been in a Ferrari. And this is my dream brand, honestly. I've always wanted to see what a Ferrari's like, and now it's happening. So we're gonna drive through downtown, see how usable it is. We're gonna drive it through downtown, see how usable it is, and then we're gonna take it out to the interstate, get on some back roads a little bit, and then we got a surprise in the video.
Dude, that thing sounds crazy.
I know.
No.
And it's crazy because I'm not even going halfway through the revs yet. I'm at like 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. There's so much you gotta get used to in here, and that's what I love about these. It's such an event. I don't think any other car I've been in so far has already felt this special getting into the vehicle. Versus this, like you don't need to go to a car show. This is the event. It just, I've only been driving it for 30 seconds, and I know, like I just feel it. Oh, when it opens up. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Just driving down the block so far, it feels like there's, I don't exactly know how to say it, but it's kind of like a method to the practicality. It's very practical in a way that, I don't know, like everything is just there. Like there's all the buttons for everything you need on the steering wheel versus it being, I don't know, just everywhere else. And I'm kind of speechless right now because I'm still just kind of taking it all in. And the crazy thing is, if you really want it to be quiet, it will be. I'm in 4th gear right now, just cruising through downtown. And it's nice and quiet. And if you want to open it up, you can. But I'm gonna go back into 3rd and just cruise because we're about to turn on the main street and the traffic is pretty slow over here. So it definitely is kind of bumpy. Obviously that's the nature of any supercar. It's gonna be pretty bumpy even in like the softest mode. It actually is not, it's not terrible so far. And then it's in, if we put it in sport, let's see wet, let's see what that goes like. It creeps very well, but you do have to give it gas. It's not like your average daily driver where you're gonna have a little bit of creep. This thing goes basically into neutral. It is a dual clutch, but it acts like a manual, and it will put it into neutral. And it definitely does grab a little bit of attention. I have seen a few heads turn. We haven't really even opened it up yet. I think I've been higher than 5,000 RPMs once. And I think that's one thing you have to get used to in a Ferrari is the fact that it will go to 8,500 RPMs, no issue. And we do have my friend Darius, who you guys have seen in the videos a lot, in his G80 M3 he just got. This is the first video we've had him in with the G80 M3. But oh, that's not terrible. That's about, I'd say that's not too much worse than a Mustang or something like that. Just going over these bumps. And because the gears, because it goes up to such a high RPM, I had to dodge around a pothole. That looked a bit deep. I wasn't gonna chance it with that, but it's definitely making it over like the kind of raised crosswalks we have in downtown Columbia. They're kind of made out of cement. So far, I'm in wet mode, I'm in bumpy road mode, and it's fine, which is surprising to me because I'm expecting this thing to like not do anything just casually, but it's pretty good. And it's not in a way like, I don't know, I drove the Huracan and I felt like it underwhelmed me in the way that it wasn't very exciting. This thing still behaves like a supercar at low RPMs, whereas the Huracan feels like an Audi at low RPMs. Whereas this, like, it puts itself in a neutral. It performs like an actual DCT. It doesn't feel like a ZF8 speed or something like that, whereas the Huracan's dual clutch actually does feel something like a conventional torque converter automatic. But I actually really, this is pretty enjoyable, and it's in a way where it's usable, but you get that supercar experience. You're not bored driving this through downtown, and you're not bored driving it through traffic. So far, good reviews all around. So one thing about the 458 versus the 12C, the R8 Spider, and other cars is that the top, you can't be driving while the top is going down. And that might be a little bit of an inconvenience. Like right now, the green light happened and now we gotta go. It's all part of the experience. Not to mention, another thing I love about 458s, as well as most Ferraris and Maseratis and FCA products, is that the paddles stay stationary. So you always know where they are regardless. It's not screamy like the F1 like style exhaust, but it's also not like just regular 458. It's kind of a happy medium, and I kind of love that about these kind of exhausts. When you put just the right exhaust on there, it's not trying to be something that it's not, but it's also not as tame as the original exhaust, which obviously they have legal. I'm sure Ferrari would straight pipe it if they could, but. Nice little overrun right there. Not overly aggressive, but it's there. And I much prefer that to something like how Huracans go like ba 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 forever. I think that doesn't. I like just a nice natural overrun a lot better. Was that getting a little bit loose?
I don't think so.
I think I felt it getting a little bit loose a little bit. So there is supposed to, okay.
Shifted too early now.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You got lights up here. There you go. There you go. There you go.
That sound up at 8,000 RPM is insane. And the steering feel, it's instant. It's like, this is Miata-like steering in a supercar.
Oh, dude, it's on rail.
This is the best steering I've ever felt.
Yeah, it point and shoot.
Why would any car not be made with steering like this ever? Why would you, what? Why don't they make all cars like this? I'm in disbelief. I'm in awe. I'm also even more in awe. Well, number one, more in awe at that, but more in awe at why this person got out in front of me just now. I guess it just slows us down so I get to spend more time in a Ferrari. And it wants you to get into it. It like lets you out. It's very jerky when you're trying to feather the throttle. it wants you to get into it. Let's drop some gears. It wants you to stay in the throttle. That's the most insane thing about this. Like, these kind of cars want you to stay in the throttle. They don't ask you to get off. They don't want you to think you're over pushing it. They just go. And that, oh my God. I've driven Ferrari, I mean not Ferraris, I've driven McLarens, I've driven Porsches, I've driven Lamborghinis. None of them do this for me. I keep thinking you have an 8th speed like a ZF or something. I'm like, oh no. This is the Getrack 7-speed DCT, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same one. Fun fact, for anybody that didn't know, this is the same DCT as in the E92 and E90 M3. And it feels like it. All right, guys, so right now I'm just looking for a spot to pull over and take photos. Let's go ahead and go right here. I'm feeling, yeah, this is usually, I think this is usually the intersection where I take it. There's a lot of cars over here though. I might go back to the other street. Yeah, I want to go back to the other street. I'm feeling that a lot more right now. This is where I shot that that Skyline.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, that
and that GT500 that got 15,000 views on Reels. So at the bottom end, it does kind of get jerky unless you give it gas.
It does, yeah.
I think I want to stop right here.
You figure you're gonna want that?
Forgot about my shoe.
It really doesn't like you to take your seatbelt off.
Yeah, I guess not.
My whip look like I'm Mad Max, Mad Black, and my fit look like a flashback.
Man, so I've shot this car once before, and the first time it was already photogenic, and the location I feel like was perfect for it. But this, I love coming to this location mostly just because I don't know, it's one of the most picturesque locations in the area. But let's go ahead and get back on the road. Joey wants some water, and Darius wants some gas, and so we're gonna go ahead and go to the gas station. Another thing, do not drive with Yeezys. I don't know, Casey Putsch made a video about this. Do not drive with Yeezys because of how wide they are, and it really holds true. Like, I can't fit my foot past the brake pedal onto the gas pedal with these on. So here you go, and let's get on it.
See you later, man.
Guys, one thing I found out just now is that this car's pit of death that is in between the seat and the center console is almost non-existent, because my phone was in my lap just now and it slipped right off my lap when we went around a corner and into the center console almost. So you know what? I'll take it. This has to be the same expression you have driving around every time you drive this.
Oh, guaranteed.
Like,
guaranteed.
how do you frown? How do you cry in this car?
You can't.
It's like whatever was going on in my life, and you step in this car and then you get on it, and it's like,
It can wait.
Yeah, no, I can wait. I always want a short shift in this car.
I don't know why.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ryan, how old are you?
Wow.
4.
It looks,
And it's your birthday recently, isn't it?
When I turn 5, I'm gonna be big.
Oh yeah? You know what car you're riding in today? You know what car you're riding in today?
Uh-huh.
You know what kind of car that is?
Lamborghini.
You recovered? You good? Now come here. I'll show you. All right, so this is a Ferrari 458 Spider. And it is way cooler than a Lamborghini. I can tell you because I've driven a Lamborghini, I've driven this, and this is for sure cooler. So just take my word for it.
Now, did the calipers come on or you?
Cool. Go ahead.
Yellow. Yeah, that's a factory option.
Come on, brother.
He said, "Come on, brother."
Hold on. Put your feet down there. Yeah, I got you. I'll hold it. I'll grab your hand.
You got it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Normally
There
it's
you
20
go.
inch all the way around. Yeah.
It's hot in here.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Big old
hot.
tire in the back.
Because
Keep all that on the
That's
back.
right.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
There you go.
Business with.
Look at that. Oh man.
This one right here, man. It was nice too, man.
Oh, look at Rylan. Look at you. How does it feel in there?
M3 competition.
I'm a Delta.
Hey, hit it. Which one you like better?
I like this one. But this one is a BMW.
He actually knows what it is. That's crazy.
All right, so a little backstory as far as what was going on in those past few clips. So my stepmom hit me up and she's like, our next door neighbors, who are actually family friends, had a kid that's turning 4 years old and he was super into cars already. And they said his favorite kind of cars were Teslas. Obviously, we had to change that. It just so happened that I was doing a 458 review that weekend. Me and Joey pulled up to Darius as well, pulled up to my dad's house. It turns out Joey worked with them a long time ago. And so small world, but it's always cool to like let kids like explore those kind of cars because like when I was that young, I always wondered what it would be like. And I really didn't get that experience up until maybe like last year. Well, hold on. No, I had my first experience driving a supercar right, when I was like 19. And last year, I'm 22 now, by the way, but last year I got to drive a lot of them. So really, I didn't get up close and personal with supercars like that until I was a lot older. But it's always cool to give kids that experience, and we had to get them off that Tesla kick. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you want to see next, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you guys later.